Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boys, Rob and Chanston. I've been reading on the internet that you need to get these videos started quick, within like 10 seconds.
This is already too long. Do you have any games that are just like meditative for you?
Meditative.
That you just, anything that you just like throw on, just like, let me just throw like 15 minutes in here, get my mind right.
For a second there was Sifu, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was cool.
Wow.
I just like going in there.
We had very different experiences with Sifu. Because I was like all nerves playing that game. Because every time you see that death counter go up, you're just like, fuck me, dude. Come on.
I guess I was doing it because I was more trying to get like dope photos in photo mode. But I was just like trying to do like clean runs or just, you know, because I would go back and play it because I'd beaten the game. And then so I kind of just went back to early levels like, okay, I understand the mechanics now. Because like you can go back and play the first part of the game and just like wreck people, like the first two. And it's fun just to do that.
It's really amazing that like you see your own skill improve so much, but you don't realize it until you go like back to the beginning.
Totally.
You're like, dude, they're like, no one here is touching me.
No, before I was getting my ass kicked.
Yeah.
And it's like, God, how am I getting through this thing?
Right.
Yeah, what do you think of Hong Kong Massacre while we're on the topic real quick?
I liked it, actually.
It's pretty dope,
yeah,
right?
I think it's cool. The thing they really nail is they just have particles everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if you fire a shot, it seems like it rips through like window panes. It sparks off like way too much at the door, but it looks good. Shit will just like go through guys. They straight up just watched Hard Boiled.
Yeah.
It was like, just do that.
Yeah,
Let's make that but Hotline Miami.
I tried to look up the developer, and I think they're like a Swedish company, but that was like their only game they made, and they haven't made anything since.
Okay.
I was like, I was hoping they had other stuff.
Yeah, I will say it seemed a little like slightly sterile, only because you turned like the music off.
Oh yeah,
entirely.
I did.
And I tried turning it back on because I'm playing on your machine. It didn't come back yet, so I'm just like, it's
might have to
weirdly
restart
lifeless.
the game.
It
Yeah.
probably does. You probably do. It's like a little lifeless, but I think it's just because it doesn't have any music.
Oh
to it.
yeah, the music's like some like.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. All right. You're a fan of shotguns.
Oh, I love shotguns.
I fucking hate shotguns.
Well, the thing is, I've just started using them. The thing is I don't use them all the time, but I just love shotguns, not just from a video game standpoint, but from like an actually like a gun standpoint.
Right.
Because like
they're mechanical marvels. They really are like kind of incredible.
My dad had a Mossberg shotgun, and he used to take me out shooting. And then sometime, you know, we'd shoot like pumpkins and just see him just explode from getting, you know. So I always respected the power they had, but sometimes you would put this like certain type of shotgun shell, like a double-aught buck, so like the brass on it was like 1 inch long. So that's a lot of brass. That's a lot of powder, dude. You'd fire that thing and it just feels like you're shooting a fucking cannon out of like a pirate's cannon, dude.
Basically the only game that has captured like what a shotgun feels like when it's fired is by The Order 1886, where the fuck the name of it is. Do you remember
The
that?
Order.
The Order. There's something about how that shotgun in that game, it just like, it destroys everything it fucking hits. And they like shake the screen like a big way every time you fire. It's just like, it's the perfect, beautiful shotgun.
Yeah, I replayed that game recently last year. I didn't beat it, but it still holds up.
Yeah.
Still holds up. It's not perfect, but
it's far from it, but I would have loved to have seen a second.
Yeah.
One of his kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring.
Oh, fuck, man. Yeah, Elden, you talk Elden Ring right now. Where are we at Elden Ring? Current status Elden Ring. Elden Ring update. Ding, 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 ding. Elden Ring update. Where are you at in the game?
I went to Lindale, right? And I think I'm at the boss. I'm probably right before it because I feel like it's going to that point. And then I didn't pick it up for a while.
Got it.
I haven't picked it up for about a month and a half, maybe 2.
Have you given up?
Because you're like near the end, right?
I feel like I'm near it. I'm not in this crazy floating city that you get kind of transported to. I don't know. I got up there and got really deflated because I was like, man, I'm 157. You know, I got through like...
And you're still getting like one shot at
Yeah,
that shit, right?
I fought the, what's his name, Mog, the blood dude. You know, I had some help. I summoned some people to help me, and we beat him. I took him down, but at least I felt like it was doing damage. Yeah, and then I got in this new area, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm level 1.
Right.
This is like the beginning of the game, because I'm just like getting wrecked, getting hit. I had a trouble at the tree, a Halig tree. You know, I think I went there like level 140, and then I'm just getting one-shotted, two-shot. I'm like, oh my god, man, this game is rough. I just don't know anything else that would beat it on everything level, and it hits every spot.
I talk a lot of shit on Elden Ring, but in reality, I truly do believe it's an amazing game. Achievement, blah blah. I've sung its praises. The one like truly bad thing about it, I think, it is kind of bloated.
Yeah,
and not bloated in a way where like they just threw some shit in there. I don't think that they did that, but it's just so much shit. It's too much.
I don't think so, because
I wish they would have carved it down a little bit. Look at, dude, we both like stopped playing. You who loved it, stop playing it.
Well,
Me
hold on.
who really liked it, stop playing.
For some people, this is their game. And they have so much content to go, like, they could be playing this game all year, different builds, different strategy, new game plus, new game plus plus, new game plus times 7. I don't know how far they're going to go, PvP and all that kind of stuff. So this game, for $60,
it's incredible.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
With that
Best
said,
game of all
I
time.
think that you could trim it up a little bit, buddy. We both got tired of it. Think about how much there is in there, and still.
Yeah, but I will say this. I've got 80 hours or maybe 85 hours in that game.
You have to be above that.
I'll check.
You're pro gamer Rob Schulte.
You know what? We can pull it up on my phone.
Pull it
right
up
now.
on your phone.
I think
We'll
so.
wait.
Let's
Taking
see.
a break.
I had a solid, fun 90 hours of enjoyment. I didn't, I don't regret playing it at all. Some of the most thrilling gaming moments I had was in that game. Some of my biggest triumphs were in that game. Some of the most beautiful art and bosses and just craziness I saw in that game. I saw how games could be different. I saw how other games should learn from this and make their games like this, or take mechanics. I feel like it's almost like a learning tool for all game developers to learn a lesson from, of how to do things right and maybe even refine it and make it even better. And so that's why it's the greatest game of all time.
If it didn't have the art it does,
You know?
I would have lost interest a long time ago.
But I almost feel it's just like, I got transported to this weird world where I don't really understand the language of the cultures and shit, and I'm just like, well, I guess
And you're just going through murdering every single person.
I'm just a murderer. I'm here to murder things, and they all are trying to kill me, and they all are goofy looking, so I don't feel so bad. And they're all in armor, and they're all very aggressive. I just sneak around, and then they start attacking me, so I don't feel so bad by murdering them back. And those bears, fuck those bears, because those things are fast.
It's so fast.
Oh my
Dude, I
God.
still can't take them down.
God,
And I feel like I'm levels above this shit.
Oh my god, those bears are tough. Toughest bears in the industry, man. Goddamn. Elden Ring. Toughest bears in the industry. Congratulations. Those bears, they'll fuck you up. I like getting those dope motherfuckers who just like come in there and just start wrecking shit.
Right.
And just like take all the aggro off me, and I can just sit there pooping out moons.
You want
You know?
the let me solo hers of the world.
Yeah,
Nothing
you
in
know
between.
what I mean. I like to be a good support. Sometimes you don't always got to be the lead singer of the band. Sometimes you can be the drummer, or you can be the bass player. And so, if you didn't have the bass player or the drummer, how crappy with the band sound, okay? And so me pooping out moons, it was helping the band out. I'm gonna play Disco Elysium this year. I'm gonna get through a few games because
you're not.
No, I'm
it's
going
fine.
to.
You're just never gonna play it because you don't want to think. You don't like using your brain. You like to sit there and say, "Oh, I'm just gonna farm for an hour and a half, and then I'll go to this boss, and then summon other people to be able to do it for me, so I can just sit back and not do shit." Rob Schulte. That's what you are.
When I was pooping out those moons, it was doing some damage, baby.
That's awesome.
Dude, I was pooping out fiery moons, dude. Those moons were fucking doing some damage.
I'm sure everyone who was playing with you thought you were doing damage too.
At least 1 centimeter off the health bar. At least 1 centimeter off the health bar. Per hit! All right, Elden Ring, greatest game of all time. But we're ready to move on.
Oh, Jesus.
Editing this episode, I actually had to get a bunch of Elden Ring footage, and I beat the game. At level 162, 94 hours, 37 minutes, 7 seconds. I'm glad the saga's over. I went with the Ranny ending, if y'all are wondering, and it was beautiful.
I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy that you enjoyed the hell out of it and that it wasn't a complete waste of your time.
It wasn't. Because, again, a game what was, and we're going to talk this on another episode, is what is the game that you feel like fucked you the most? Fallout 76. Till next time.
Till next time. Take it easy.